They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off the play fake. Hoffman. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Winds up and lets it go for... It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
2-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 14. Jaguars.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bissett. Pass complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
19-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21. Jaguars nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to go
under pressure, and down he goes. Nick Bosa Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of 17.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7. First down, Jacksonville.
Brissett to throw on first. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up second and 10.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. A second down throw for Brissett. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Third down.
Play fake, Brissett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Hoffman eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback,
Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. An opening past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get off the field. 49, check 49, check 49.
Off play action. Hoffman. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Throwing on 1st down. Hoffman looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4 yards Jags the pick up first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Hoffman under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Hoffman. And that'll be incomplete. Hoffman took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
First down.
Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. From the gun, here's Brissett. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Jaguars.
Brissett on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of miss.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Jimmy Ward there defensively.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Big stop, let's go.
Throwing. Brissett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Niners.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First down, Brissett. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Demetrius Harris.
That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 9.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Brissett sets to throw it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he is all the way up past the 25. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hand?
And got his man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now this one who's tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
26-yard line.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
He'll buy some time right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Here we go. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw, Brissett. Looking long for Westbrook. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The kick,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Niners 31, Jaguars 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Who that? Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Off the play fake. Hoffman, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 yards there and a first down.
I am seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Hoffman completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
Operating from the gun, Hoffman. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jaguars' 18-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Deebo Samuel, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Hoffman. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Josh Allen. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Brissett. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host